ask that you give him good health, you give him wisdom, and all those leaders behind him. He does well in whatever we'll be doing. We have a beautiful country.
Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury and Economic Planning appointed the chairperson and members of the committee, settlement of the same. End of quote. Therefore, all cabinet secretaries present, all principal secretaries present, the chairperson and members of the committee for the inauguration of the pending bills verification committee, in keeping with our national value of 27th June 2023, approved the establishment related committee, and in recognition of the significant members and the secretariat of the committee for the National Treasury and Economic Planning.
Esbon Omolo, Mulondo, James, Nicholas Munywoki Mutua.
Or we can start with, now that we have the whole committee here, we can start with the whole committee. Thank you, Excellency.
Your Excellency, this is a great milestone in our republic, taking into consideration that for the last 10 years or so, many Kenyan entrepreneurs, especially the ones doing small businesses, have suffered a lot because of pending bills. Again, this has created a management problem in every state department, because every year you have to struggle with pending bills that interferes with the budgetary allocations. We are therefore very grateful that the people of Kenya will see a very serious undertaking for the first time in a long time to sort out this problem once and for all. I'm encouraged by the team I've seen here. I have encountered most of them in my earlier life as a public servant. They are men and women of great repute, and I have no doubt in my mind that they'll exercise good discretion with integrity and analyze these bills so that those that are payable can be paid, and where there are cases that the bills are not genuine, then the taxpayer is not overburdened with bills that should not be. We therefore want to encourage the team to work with speed and diligence so that we can sort out this problem once and for all, so that those who worked for government and are owed are able to be paid, and this problem can be put behind us. I therefore want to say congratulations to the team, and all of us are looking forward to a fruitful conclusion of this exercise so that the people of Kenya can be able to move forward.
It is on this understanding that the pending bills verification committee has been established to advise on the most effective and efficient way of reducing the pain experienced by suppliers. And I'm aware that some have had their property auctioned and are being pursued, some of them by creditors. Some have even ended up in difficult medical conditions and many other things. This subject of pending bills is good for nobody. It is not good for our suppliers because it impoverishes them. It is not good for government because it increases our debt and complicates our budget-making process. So the sooner we resolve this matter, the better for everybody. The better for our economy, the better for our suppliers, the better for those who are planning our budget, and the better for us and our management of our debt burden as a country. So it is the right thing to do at this point in time. And so let me say, for the avoidance of doubt, that this committee is very important to us as an administration. It's a commitment that we made. And we have, and I'm happy the minister has identified a knowledgeable, credible team with sufficient experience to undertake this important exercise. As I have told you, there is already a pending bill out there, owed by government, at both levels, at the national and county, with all parastatals and all the other auxiliary bodies, of close to 640 billion. That is a huge amount of money on either side, to suppliers, and also on the government books. And therefore, it is important for us to resolve this matter, and we can then predict our future much more accurately. It is also the reason that we are having a supplementary budget in Parliament. We have made a commitment as an administration that we are going to start with this year. Even as we look on last year, the year before, all the way to 2005, we are going to start with this year. And we have sent to Parliament an adjustment to the budget so that the pending bills that would have come into this year are sorted out. And 77 billion odd of pending bills, we have instructed that they be subsumed into this year's budget, and it becomes the first charge of every ministry, every department, and I want to say it should be the case for every county government, so that we can deal with pending bills as a matter of course, not wait until they impoverish people, they cause complications in our budget, and they load us with so much debt. It is therefore expected, Mr. Uko and team, that within the shortest time possible, you will be able to provide a clear framework for the resolution of the pending bills owed by government, as well as make concrete recommendations on which claims are payable, having ascertained that goods and services were delivered to government. The government will ensure there is a complete stop to the accumulation of pending bills given their adverse effects on the economy, the private sector, and even more severely on our micro, small, and medium enterprises and government suppliers. It is my expectation that this committee will analyze and scrutinize thoroughly any pending bills claim submitted before making recommendations for payment, including adherence to the provision of the law. It is my pleasure to congratulate the chairman, Mr. Uko, and the vice chair, and the members of the pending bills verification committee for your appointment. As you are all aware, when I took office, I committed to bring the matter of public sector pending bills to a speedy and conclusive resolution. As we are all aware again, the last time there was an effort to alleviate this challenge of pending bills was about 17 years ago. It is yet another moment in our history that we need to clean our slate and do justice to everybody, especially the people who do business with government, and more particularly, the micro, small, and medium enterprises that are the largest suppliers of government, who today, our stock of pending bills is all the way to above 600 billion. That is the money government at various levels owe our suppliers. Many, I think almost 100% Kenyan, but many of them also small businesses. The government is therefore committed to meeting its obligation as and when they fall due as a matter of policy and legal obligation. Besides a culture of overdue pending bills, it serves no purpose other than to drive business into ruin, force micro, small, and medium enterprises to shut down, and increase unemployment, leading to general underperformance in our economy. It is the duty of government to facilitate better economic performance through expeditious resolution of government expenditures, reduce pending bills, and restore confidence of suppliers and other stakeholders. This will generate hope to our great men and women who have ventured into the micro, small, and medium enterprise space and desire to provide efficient, effective services and goods to government. The government promised creditors that we shall advise them on the mechanism for the resolution of genuine outstanding payments. We have therefore constituted this committee as promised, and this is a clear demonstration that we are committed to settling verified pending bills owed by government within the shortest time possible. It is my understanding, Minister, and your team from Treasury, that this team has up to June next year, which is just under a year to discharge this responsibility. I was encouraged further when the chair, Mr. Uko, said that you have a cumulative experience of 300 years. That means that this is going to be a job that you can discharge pretty fast. So I am looking forward to the speedy resolution of this subject so that we can account for the resources that have been spent and we can pay our bills. I am even more confident that with Mr. Uko, who has been telling us in his other life which bills are payable, which ones are not payable, who has done what and who has not done what. Now, I am very confident that no bill that is not worth paying for will be paid for, because Mr. Uko, in your other life, you are very keen, and you wrote many reports on who should not be paid because they did not meet the required status of payment.